Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode. I'm really glad you're here. Today we're talking about a topic that many people are curious about, and maybe even a little worried about: artificial intelligence, or AI, and how it might change the future of our jobs. You may have seen news articles, social media posts, or videos saying that robots and AI will take over human work. This can sound exciting, but also scary. So the big question is, should you be worried? Let's start by talking about what AI actually is. Artificial intelligence is technology that allows computers and machines to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. This includes things like understanding language, recognizing images, making decisions, and learning from experience. You already use AI in your daily life, even if you don't always notice it. For example, when you use voice assistants, online translators, recommendation systems on streaming platforms, or even navigation apps, AI is working in the background. Now, when people hear about AI, they often imagine robots walking around and doing all kinds of jobs. But in reality, most AI today exists as software. It works inside computers, phones, and online services. It helps humans work faster and more efficiently, rather than completely replacing them. Still, it's true that AI is changing the job market. Some tasks that were done by humans in the past are now done by machines. For example, in factories, robots can assemble products quickly and with high precision. In offices, software can automatically organize data, write simple reports, or answer basic customer questions through chatbots. Because of this, some jobs have disappeared or changed a lot over time. But this is not a new story. Throughout history, technology has always changed the way people work. Think about the Industrial Revolution, when machines began to replace manual labor in many industries. Many people at that time were also afraid of losing their jobs. And yes, some jobs did disappear. But at the same time, many new types of jobs were created. People started working as machine operators, engineers, managers, and in many other new roles that did not exist before. The same thing is happening today with AI. Some jobs are becoming less common, especially jobs that involve repetitive and predictable tasks. For example, jobs that require entering the same type of data again and again, or performing the same action many times, are easier for machines to learn and automate. AI is very good at tasks that follow clear rules and patterns. However, there are many tasks that AI still finds difficult. These include jobs that require creativity, emotional intelligence, complex problem solving, and human interaction. For example, teachers, nurses, psychologists, artists, and many managers rely on skills that are deeply human. They need to understand feelings, build relationships, and adapt to unexpected situations. AI can support these professionals, but it cannot easily replace them. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine a doctor. AI can help doctors by analyzing medical images, such as X-rays or MRIs, and pointing out possible problems. This can save time and even help doctors notice things they might miss. But the AI does not replace the doctor. The doctor still talks to the patient, understands their concerns, explains the diagnosis, and decides on the best treatment plan. The human connection and responsibility are still essential. Another important point is that AI is also creating new jobs. Today, there are jobs like AI engineers, data scientists, machine learning specialists, and AI ethics researchers. These roles did not exist or were very rare just a few decades ago. As AI continues to grow, we can expect even more new job types to appear. Some of the jobs that young people will have in the future may not even have names yet. You might be thinking, that sounds good, but what if my job is one of the jobs that could disappear? This is a very real concern, and it's normal to feel uncertain about the future. The key idea here is adaptability. The people who do best in times of technological change are usually those who are willing to learn new skills and adjust to new situations. Learning does not always mean going back to university for many years. It can also mean taking short online courses, learning how to use new tools, improving your communication skills, or gaining experience in a new area at work. For example, if you work in marketing, you might start learning how to use AI tools to analyze customer data or create content. Instead of being replaced by AI, you become someone who knows how to work with AI. In fact, many companies today are not looking to replace all their employees with machines. Instead, they want employees who can use AI effectively. People who understand both their professional field and basic AI tools often become more valuable, not less. They can complete tasks faster, make better decisions using data, and focus more on creative and strategic work. Let's also talk about the fear that there will be no jobs left for humans. This idea appears often in movies and online discussions, but most experts do not believe this will happen. Human societies are complex, and our needs keep changing. As long as people have problems to solve, products to create, services to provide, and relationships to build, there will be work to do. Think about how many new industries have appeared in the last 20 or 30 years. Before the internet became popular, there were no social media managers, app developers, or digital content creators. Today, these are common jobs. Technology often destroys some jobs, but it also opens the door to new opportunities that were impossible before. Another aspect to consider is that different countries and regions will experience these changes in different ways. In some places, factories may become more automated quickly, while in other areas, human workers may still be needed for many years because of economic or social reasons. Government policies, education systems, and company strategies all influence how fast AI is adopted and how it affects workers. We should also talk about the ethical side of AI in jobs. Many people are asking important questions. Who is responsible if an AI system makes a mistake? How can we make sure that AI does not create unfair advantages or discrimination? How can we protect workers who lose their jobs because of automation? These are serious issues, and they are being discussed by governments, companies, and international organizations. Some countries are already investing in programs to help workers learn new skills. Others are discussing ideas like shorter working weeks, stronger social support, or new types of taxes related to automation. This shows that society is aware of the challenges and is trying to find solutions, even if the answers are not simple. Now let's bring this topic closer to you as an individual. What can you personally do to prepare for a future with more AI? First, it is useful to develop skills that are hard to automate. These include critical thinking, creativity, communication, teamwork, and emotional intelligence. These skills are valuable in almost every profession and are difficult for machines to copy. Second, it helps to stay curious about technology instead of being afraid of it. You don't need to become a programmer or an AI expert, but understanding the basics of how these tools work can make you more confident and flexible in your career. You might try simple experiments, like using AI writing tools, translation tools, or data analysis tools, just to see how they work and what they can and cannot do. Third, building a habit of lifelong learning is probably one of the best ways to stay safe in a changing job market. The idea that we study when we are young and then stop learning for the rest of our lives is becoming outdated. Today, many people change careers more than once, and they continue learning new skills well into their 30s, 40s, and 50s. It's also important to remember that work is not only about earning money. For many people, work is also about purpose, social connections, and personal growth. Even if AI changes the types of jobs available, humans will still look for meaningful activities and ways to contribute to society. This means that completely removing humans from the world of work is not only technically difficult but also socially undesirable. Let's imagine a future scenario. In the future, AI might handle most of the repetitive and dangerous tasks. For example, AI-controlled machines might work in mines, handle toxic chemicals, or perform very boring office tasks. This could actually make work safer and more interesting for humans. People could focus more on creative, strategic, and interpersonal tasks that machines cannot do well. Of course, this is an optimistic scenario, and reality will probably be more complicated. some workers may still face job losses or difficult transitions. That is why support from governments, companies, and communities will be very important. Retraining programs, career counseling, and financial support during periods of change can make a big difference in how people experience these transitions. Let's talk briefly about young people who are choosing their careers today. If you are a student or just starting your professional life, you might feel unsure about which field is safe from automation. The truth is, no field is completely safe or completely at risk. Instead of choosing a career only because you think it is future-proof, it is often better to choose something you are interested in and then build strong, flexible skills within that field. For example, if you love art, you might worry that AI can now generate images and designs. But there is still strong demand for human artists who can create original ideas, understand client needs, and bring emotional depth to their work. AI may become a tool that artists use, rather than a replacement for them. The same is true in fields like writing, music, education, and even programming itself. Before we finish, let's return to our main question: should you be worried about AI in the future of jobs? A little concern is natural, and it can even be healthy because it encourages us to prepare and stay informed. But extreme fear or panic is usually not helpful. History shows us that humans are very good at adapting to technological change, even when the change feels fast and uncomfortable at first. AI is a powerful tool, and like any powerful tool, it can be used in both good and bad ways. The future of work will not be decided only by technology, but also by human choices: how we design AI systems, how we educate people, how companies treat their workers, and what kind of society we want to build. So instead of asking only, will AI take my job, it may be more useful to ask, how can I work together with AI to do my job better, or what new opportunities might appear because of this technology? These questions put you in an active position, where you are not just waiting for the future to happen, but preparing to shape it. To sum up, AI will definitely change the job market. Some jobs will disappear, many will change, and new ones will appear. The people who stay curious, keep learning, and develop strong human skills will have the best chances of success. Rather than seeing AI only as a threat, it may be more realistic and helpful to see it as a tool that can support human creativity, productivity, and innovation. Thank you very much for listening to today's episode. I hope this discussion helped you feel more informed and maybe a little less worried about the future of jobs in the age of AI. If you enjoyed this topic, you might want to read more about how AI is used in your own profession or try out some AI tools yourself to see how they work in practice. Take care, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next episode.